Hey guys, welcome to Valorant. We are in Nationals Day 2, I believe, and we're going
round
against
2.
Yeah.
Going up against Hendrix College, the chance to play tomorrow. So if we win tonight, we'll be playing tomorrow and then playing next week for the national championship. Hendrix College is the Warriors going up against our Firebirds. We're gonna get right into things in just a moment. But how are you doing today, Mint Melee?
Doing all right. I just woke up from a nap literally a couple hours ago.
Yeah, a nap sounds good. I was playing volleyball, so I'm tired from that. Love to hear what you guys are up to as we're getting right into the game.
We got enough energy for today. Let's go.
Carthage starting on defense on Ascent. This map was chosen by Hendrix. They're going to be starting on B site, 5 stacking. Bunny, the only defender on B site, using that util. The dog is going to come out, checking a bunch of angles. Bunny is smoked off, so it's going to be a pretty much free site for Hendrix. Door is closed, going to make the retake a little bit harder, but Jawa's going to end up breaking it with his ghost. Bunny still smoked off. Smoke's going to drop. Heck, first dead from Jades. Geo gets a great trade, though. Carthage has to go up against this ticking time bomb. A great flash from Hendrix.
He got Jawa. Ryan getting Facade. Bunny getting 2 kills on It's Dingus and Bit Pumpkin.
Just last player alive is
Red Foxy? Red Fadex?
Bunny's third kill. So. Sorry, we're having a hard time figuring out what name this is. Yeah, we'll get back to that in just a second.
Their jet has nothing on me. I got her.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Bunny getting all up with being on the leaderboard of having 3 kills so far. Okay. I don't know where my co-casting are, but it's fine. It's fine. I can go solo. Let's do this. We do have Raiden and Geo getting their first kills for that, helping out our Bunny. Geo trying to get through that door. He broke through. Raiden waiting in the smoke. Heck also in the smoke. Ooh! Heck getting Facade and Geo getting Jades with all help. Raiden getting It's Dingus, Bit Pumpkin getting right in the trade. Geo getting Bit Pumpkin. Red Fade getting hecked, leaving him only left with 3 of our Firebirds left.
All right, Carthage with the extended buy in the driver's seat. Just, we're going to say Rafad for this game.
Bunny getting their last kill. Woo!
Wow, 2-0 for Carthage. The dream start. Going into this next round, they're going to be looking to bonus some of their weapons. We've got Geo with a Marshall. It'll be a little bit, not a Marshall, an Outlaw. So it's going to be some interesting positioning to try and take advantage as they have to go up against full rifles from the Warriors here.
Yeah, but we do have a lot of credits over there.
Yeah, so they're going to be they're going to be trying to save their credits for next round because this round is expected to go to the losers of the first 2 rounds. Rye with a lineup with his knife there, using those trees to get exactly what he wants. Hecht, an Outlaw of his own, peeking mid, but it's going to be 5 stack on B site from the Warriors. Pushing out again. The smoke hasn't came out to get Bunny.
Everyone's just winging out in corners.
Pretty patient. The turret's going to initiate, and they're going to leave. They throw the smoke from... We should have a good view, though, from Jawa, from Market. Hecht with the Outlaw.
Oh, he's playing
shoots the
aggressive
cam.
here. Oh,
it looks like he just got a body shot there, not able to get the kill.
Oh,
Geo tries to get one of his own. It doesn't look like he connected once as well, actually. A lot of chip damage coming for this Carthage team. They're going to re-peek with the Outlaw. Wow, looks like that was through the wall. Blind just misses Hecht.
Hecht
re-challenges. He gets paranoid, and he's going to get dropped, but Bit Pumpkin going to be traded out by Jawa. Jawa with a vandal of his own. Rye with the stinger from long range. He's going to pick up that kill. Carthage all over the map right now, but they do have a 1-man advantage on B site, protecting that one, but it looks like Hendrix is going mid.
30 seconds left.
Rye on the flank, a stinger. Got to check those angles. Nobody there for him. They possibly can pinch this team.
Ooh, he's right there.
Oh, a little bit of timing. Rye's going to get both.
And we're clear.
3rd kill of the round for Rye. Have a day. In the past couple weeks, it's been slow going for Rai, for sure.
Oh yeah, but he's making it up. Look at him being right on top of that leaderboard with 5 kills.
Yeah, 5-1 for him. Bunny 4-0, a great start. Carthage is going to continue to bonus some weapons as they keep the Spectre. Actually, no, instead Bunny's going to pick up a rifle. As I was saying before, it's expected for that third round to go to the losers of the first two, but Carthage did a great job of picking the victory up themselves. Lineup for Rai, again, it's going to land mid, I believe, and Hendrix is going to split mid and A main, it looks like. Geo holding an angle close. He's going to miss the timing with Jade as Hendrix funnels through mid.
Is he going right behind him during that or no? Never mind.
Hecht using that dog as Sky. He's going to get posted up on. No
Oh,
flash.
no.
He gets one. He gets two. He gets three.
Whoa!
4! Hecht hunting for the ace. He's going to be taken out by Jades. Jades with 3 of his own. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like a little bit of lax daisical decision-making from Carthage. They still have the advantage. Jades, though, picked up 3 kills, probably very close to an ultimate ability. Jawa checking the same angle as Bunny, even though they just checked. They're getting flanked by Jade. As Phoenix, Jade has
all
a
right
good
next
amount
to
of
each
utility.
other.
Plays a
Oh, there he
duelist, but
is.
Jawa has the intuition and picks up the final kill.
That's an insane round.
Yeah, if I'm Hecht after that and I got those 4 kills and then I get one tapped
in
with a
one
Sherrod
row,
from
too.
behind, I would be pretty mad at my teammates because they died first before me. But also some great play by Jades. That Sheriff is not easy to wield. It's basically like a Vandal, but a lot less accurate. And only 6 bullets to
I can't believe
play
Heck was
around
just
with.
right there and he just went boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, honestly, if I was him in that situation, I would have threw the blind, but I think the blind wouldn't have helped because it probably would have burst right behind him and in front of his face. So, there, a great play by Heck to pick up 4 kills. It's going to push him to the top of the leaderboard. Carthage
Jades
looking...
did get like 3 right
Yeah.
on spot right after.
Yeah, 3 from in tree.
Jawa getting first kill on Facade. Bunny right behind him.
Yeah, Bunny picked up the kill on Phoenix, but Phoenix was in
Phoenix getting
their
Jawa.
ultimate
Bunny
ability.
getting 2. Phoenix and
Just-
Jades. Ryan getting Bit Pumpkin.
Just refade.
Refade?
Refade. That's what we're going to go with. I think that's good. He gets
I'm getting
blinded,
Bunny.
and
Ooh.
Gio's going to get the spray kill. Every single round, we see Refade alive at the end of it. Definitely
must be
in
their
the Sentinel
MVP.
role. Yeah, it looks like Jades was pulling a lot of the weight in the previous matches, looking at the stat lines, but
Already a timeout.
yeah, 5 straight round victories for Carthage. We'll take a look at the scoreboard real quick. Bunny at the top with 6-1. Rai right behind him. Hecht with 6 kills of his own, but 4 deaths. So playing that initiator role. What can we hope to see out of these Carthage players?
Honestly, I think just more aggression, but I still want them to be like really close, like kind of close
Yeah.
together. Not as much as they can get shot one by one.
They definitely need to refrag
just
and
team
trade
up.
off of each other to get the kills when they need them. But as well, we've seen some star play out of a couple of players. Bunny had a 3K, a 4K from Hecht. We'd like to see Gio and Jawa get going as well at the bottom of the leaderboards. But Carthage has just been playing very well together.
It's kind of a
Use it-
surprise to see Gio like almost at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah. Still 4 kills, though. He's only 2 kills behind the top leaderboard. It's early. They're spreading the wealth pretty well. The timeout ticking down, 6 seconds left.
What
I
do
wonder,
you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think the next couple of rounds will be a good fight between these two. Hendrix will probably come out with something a little bit different than they had coming out of the timeout. As we see that there are stacked up B main, possibly going mid. Carthage with a standard split, 2 on A on B and 3 on A. It looks like Rai's probably got that knife set up. He's gonna throw it. It looks like it lands. Maybe it was broken. Oh, lands
What?
in
Whoa.
main. Wow, that is a great lineup. It's gonna stop the pressure there. There's no util for them to use, and it's gonna tell them exactly where all these people are. Knife is probably unbreakable as well. Heck,
What agent
looking
was
to-
that?
that through the knife? That is the KO. Wow, the blind, well timed by Hendrix, almost takes out Hecht. A little bit of a
Ooh,
rotate
yeah.
off for Hendrix. They've got 2 in A main, possibly going mid. Omen looking to peek mid for the Geo. Omen does a great job of smoking for his team. Jet, Geo possibly can get a timing in the mid as B is successfully stalled very well.
Oh yeah, 3 of our players should be like are kind of close.
Wow,
versus
Gio
the
takes
two.
a look at Dingus and not able to get the kill. Hecht playing with him as well as Gio. It looks like he got paranoid by the Omen.
All of them are right
Great
there.
double peek by Bunny and Rye as they're gonna get the elimination on Phoenix, but fortunately he had his ultimate ability.
Leaving just 3 players left.
Carthage searching for that near flawless. The blind's gonna, the
Nice
bird is
kill
gonna
from
squawk a peek. Rye's gonna be dropped, but he isn't his ultimate ability, so there's a possible revive. Another
Ooh.
kill from
Refade
Refade.
on Bunny and Hecht.
Not a lot of time to get the spike down. The Hendrix pushing into B main.
Ooh.
They're probably going to be looking for kills. There's Jawa with one. The time is going to tick down. Refade last alive, but not able to get the spike down. There's the signature teddy bear from our Carthage players.
Everyone
And,
has one.
Yeah, it looks like the timeout didn't work out too well for.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe they'll just have to talk through something else as we have this countdown before the next
Yeah,
round.
this little bit of a break in between the rounds, possibly able to make a different call. I think they really need to play for picks more, because when they're trying to stack sites and push through, Carthage is doing a really great job of stopping them with their utility.
Oh, yeah.
If they're able to split and get a kill or two, maybe they'll have a better chance getting onto one of the sites.
Weren't they just had practice on this map too yesterday?
Yeah, they were playing on Ascent yesterday. They've also got a ton of practice on Ascent in the past. So Carthage is geared up for this, but that doesn't mean the Hendrix isn't as well. The blind comes out from Phoenix. They're going to get onto B site. Rye and Hecht pushed out of tree, and Jade is holding that angle. Gio, wow, the timing. Gio's going to get the kill. The Sky ult for Hendrix is going to find a couple of Carthage players. Rye blinds. He's going to be taken out by Dingus, though. Bunny, a great kill mid. The KJ ult comes out. It's going to push them off site.
Ooh, nice shot by Gio.
In this situation, they need to get
Right
out
from
of that zone, or they'll be...
Hecht and Jawa getting Facade and Refade.
Wow, a great round from Carthage. They used the ultimate to cause some chaos. It was either going to have to push the Hendrix players off-site, or they were going to be detained on-site. So they elected to be aggressive, and Carthage won the battle there. 7 straight victories for Carthage. That is a dominating start.
I'm having so much fun. I didn't realize we were on round 7. It's
And
just going by so fast.
If we take a look at the credits, it's a little bit polarizing on the Hendrix side. Not exactly a full buy, and Carthage is just rolling in the credits. It's going to be difficult to find a round win here. Carthage needs to stay disciplined and stick with what's been working.
Definitely people on the opposing side are going to be like asking for certain guns and asking to buy shields and everything like that. Just to try to get like a little
it
help.
Looks like they probably are buying for next. They want to have as fair of a fight as possible when they're trying to get that round victory and start snowballing. A great use of
snowballing.
Well, yeah, like picking up victory after victory, snowballing. Like, you know how the snowball rolls downhill and gets bigger?
Nice analogy.
Yeah. Wow, that shot nearly missed Hecht's head. And here, as I was saying, they're playing a lot more patient. Hendrix is. Carthage, though, patient as well, trying to get the kill. Jawa takes a little bit of chip damage. Hecht jump peaks, doesn't get killed by the Marshal, but demanding control of mid from Hendrix. The knives are out for the enemy jet. Dingus looking to peek with the Sheriff. Hecht in that same angle. I wonder if they'll clear it just as well. Dingus goes first. He gets the kill. The blind comes out, and they're going to funnel in through tree. Rye spraying down that smoke.
Getting shot by Jade is right there.
30 seconds left.
Spike being planted for this team. Gio gets hit with one of the knives. He pulls the knives of his own.
Trying to get a
Bunny
knife on
trying to
that
get on site. Is walled off. The dash is channeled. There is 40 seconds for them to try and get there. There's Gio. One, but he's shot from behind by Refade.
What an excellent trade.
Facade, low HP. Bunny
shot
is
from
challenged
Bunny.
by a different player.
It's just her. It's just
Bunny
her and
not
Jawa.
blinded. Wow, a great job. She taps. Looks like she's going to hold somebody holding the angle for her, and Jawa's going to get the kill. Bunny with a great hold to win round 8 for Carthage. Yeah, Jawa did a great job there of holding for his teammate Bunny.
He had her back.
Yeah. And that's all you can ask for. When you have numbers there and you know they're going to peek from a certain angle, either you can try and watch it with 2 guns, or you can hop on the spike if you need to. And right there, it looks like they did need to hop on the spike. They want to at least get it halved to make the final the spike defusal easier for them.
Honestly, what can you ask more from a better play?
Yeah, they definitely played well as a team. There was some question about them playing really isolated in previous weeks and scrims, and it seems today they found a way to play together.
It's what you want, as I always say.
Jades pops that ult. Wow. Able to get a kill, refade with one of his own, and Carthage is down 3. 2 men
Jades
right
got a
away.
kill. Heck's getting bit pumpkin, and its thing is getting hecked right in turn.
Yeah, a great trade from Hendrix. 2 defenders left for Carthage. They need a pick to kind of keep going. Dingus is playing off-site. Jawa's gonna break the glass with his shorty. That means they know he's heaven. Bunny.
It's right there. Oh,
What was she looking at there? A questionable decision. Jawa's gonna try and get one. The flick just misses. Dingus is gonna get his 3rd of the round, and that's the first round victory for Hendrix.
with 4 players left too.
Yeah, that's gonna save them a lot of money, and they're right back to full credits. And so that is the even fight that they were looking for.
I was actually just about to say that it's pretty even with the amount of credits.
Yeah.
And they're getting up there in kills. They're the same as Geo and Jawa with 7.
Yeah, I think Carthage has done a great job of winning these rounds, but it's not like they're flawlessing every round. That's why the kills are pretty similar between the teams. As I say that, I take a closer look. It's more like Carthage definitely has the advantage because Carthage, lowest member with 7 kills, while lowest member on Hendrix with 1 kill.
Well, their highest is 7 too.
Yeah, so Carthage definitely in the lead in that category. But it's expected when you get more round victories.
I know. I love my mom in chat, by the way. Hi, Mom.
Oh, go ahead.
No, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. The game has started. Let's go.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time though.
I just really like the little thing that everyone has.
The teddy bear?
Yeah, it's such a bonding type thing.
Pretty cool to see it from us, as well as Hendrix starts to group up B main. Geo gets out before things might get dicey for him, and it looks like it's gonna be a free B site for him. No Sentinel util to stop them. Dingus hits the button.
Okay, getting to that plant down.
They're gonna break it right away. Rise looks like he's gonna jump out, and the paranoia is gonna make it difficult for them to do anything.
Jade's getting 2, 3. It's getting 2, but they got 3 players from the Firebirds. Bunny taking 1 out for them.
Narrowly misses Refade, and Refade's gonna get the kill. It's just Bunny left here. Can Hendrix pick up another round, as Bunny's gonna be shot from behind by Jades?
You didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, there's just too many muzzles pointed at you to really handle that round. And Carthage is going to grab a timeout with 2 rounds left in the half. Let's take a look at the standings for the scoreboard. As I say, Bunny in the lead with 10 kills. What do you think Carthage is talking about in this situation?
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they should plant out more a little bit, not entirely isolate, just to make sure that every single player has each other's back in one sort of way.
I think the big thing is A site is pretty weak right now. When Hendrix hits it with full force, they're gonna use the Omen paranoia to blind a few players and also smoke off that back part of A site. And so I predict that Bunny's gonna move over to A site to play that KJ util, where they get the turret to shoot at, just as well the alarm bot, the 2 mollies. That can really solo push really well and allow.
The one with the type wires? Or
the wires
too,
is Cypher. That's a different Sentinel agent. Nobody's playing Cypher today. Well, actually, no. Cypher is Refade for Hendrix. A little bit of different pick. There is a big difference between those 2 agents. They are probably the most common Sentinels right now. Vice gets in the mix a little bit, especially in pro play. But the biggest difference for them is going to be that Cypher's util doesn't have a range. So if KJ moves a certain distance from her util, she can't use it anymore. Like the turret just doesn't work. And for Cypher, everything works regardless of where they are on the map.
Geo getting first blood on Facade.
There's that operator kill. Let's see if there's gonna be more.
Watching here.
Yeah, as I predicted, though, KJ is back on B site. Geo, though, watching it with an operator. It's going to be difficult to push through that. Hendrix,
that's what
a
I got
much...
too.
Sorry?
They're protecting each other.
Yeah. The ult comes out from Hecht. Sky ult is going to find out where the Hendrix players are, but they do a great job of shooting it before they get hit with it. The Paranoia is going to get Rye as they funnel into A site from Tree and Catwalk. Lots of Carthage players there. The smoke is re-smoked to make sure that they have more time.
He's right there.
Rye is going to have to eat that Molly. He's down to 26 HP, but Hecht is going to get the second kill of the round.
Leaving just
Wow,
two
Jawa
players.
finds the head, but Jades is going to find an equalizer on Bunny. Jawa, second kill.
Yeah, and Jade's getting another one on Jawa.
The classic out for Geo. He's going to get one. Still has that operator.
And that's all of them.
Last kill for Carthage. Defusal is going to be easy. They're leaving it for...
Who's getting the... Oh,
for
Rye.
Rye pretty close to his ultimate ability. It's going to be a little difficult for him to get to it, as he does need two ultimate points. So that can either be planting the spike. Well, actually, he can't plant the spike because we're on defense.
So
that could be
using the spike.
Yeah, but that wouldn't matter because the round's over, so they can't use the ultimate ability. And the big thing is that we only have one round left, and then ultimate points are going to reset. So I predict that they might play for an ult point, possibly in A main, but it is difficult to get there for the defending team. Geo, in this last round, has an operator again. He's not close to the knives, so he's going to have to play with that operator pretty much the whole round unless he's going to drop it for a Vandal later. He's watching from Catwalk, though. If they peek B main, which they shouldn't if they're smart because they know that there's an operator in play, but we never know. Oh, he pulls off of it. The Molly lineup is going to push them off that angle. That's a great use of utility for Hendrix as they get funneled into A main. They're probably farming that orb right now then. And 3 of them backing out of A main. Omen and Jawa playing so close here behind this wall. It looks like Hendrix is trying to rotate back towards B's site.
Oh!
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like the angle wasn't cleared. Jawa just needs to tap ahead.
Watching him.
He gets
Oh,
it.
that makes sense. Nice hit from behind.
From behind, he shot. Wow, what a wraparound through B site.
One suppressed.
Oh, you got to think that some of that util should have caught somebody on
There's
B
Ryan
site,
with
but
the
I think
blind.
it was just out of distance.
Ooh.
Geo, a big kill there. It's going to give the advantage to Carthage. Carthage looking to press the advantage a little more. Wow, a sea of util. Carthage still in the advantage. Spraying down bullets. Ryan lower HP. Spraying down still more. He's shot by Refade. Refade.
He did not see that coming.
Wow, this position is very prosperous for that team.
Oof.
Narrowly missed the kill. Time
Bunny
ticking
getting
down.
decayed.
The operator
Redux.
is not really providing any value. As long as Geo... They need a tap. The KJ ult...
Oh, it's just leaving Geo left.
Yeah, that KJ ult came out a little bit late, but I think they had to push up to...
What?
They had to push up a little bit to use it because because of the range of it. They couldn't get to that back part of Boathouse. Boathouse, that's the call out for that area backside of B.
All right,
Where
we're
there's
on
a boat.
ascent.
It's called Boathouse. Yeah, we are in ascent. Carthage needs 4 round victories. Sorry, I can't do math apparently today. 4 round victories.
Comp sci major, so.
Math major. Too.
Oh, you're a math major?
Yeah, I know a thing or two about that.
I won it,
Let's see
actually.
if they can show off a similar masterclass on offense to push to an early victory. Here, there are 3 stacked in B main, but it looks like one is going to be going mid through tiles. Hecht farming that orb. Somebody watching it for him is
That's a
Geo.
sneaky play, too.
We see Initiator
Really
and
risky.
Duelist playing together in a... yeah, the biggest thing was that Geo was holding the angle for him, so that orb was practically free. They were going to get a kill or they were going to get the orb. So
Oh, there's another one.
yeah, there is an orb on pretty much every... For every map, how many sites there are, that's how many orbs there usually are.
So there's like 4 or 5, pretty much.
No, there's 2 for most maps, and some maps have 3 sites, so they have 3. And they're usually on more of the attack side.
Nice job with Bunny watching out for Rye so he can grab that ult point. Or the orb.
Yeah, Carthage farming the orbs to try and get an ult advantage early. I've always heard that if you're not picking up a free alt orb, like, what are you doing?
Jade's getting
a big
first
kill.
on Geo. It's Dingus
Heck
getting Bunny.
narrowly
Rye
misses.
getting Dingus. Jade's getting hacked. Rye
Big
getting
right click from
Jade's.
Rye. Carthage down a man. Spike in control of.
Rye.
Rye's got Spike. He's gonna use the nade.
30 seconds left.
Gotta be real careful. He's also at low health
A
too.
big kill would be huge.
Come on.
Jawa just fighting with Facade. Rye, timing.
Oh.
It's gonna go in the favor of 8-Bit
Spike
Pumpkin.
down mid.
Wow, that is a great play by
Nice
Jawa.
job,
Sees that the
Jawa.
dog is out. It's gonna be difficult to get to the Spike though. 8-Bit
10
Pumpkin,
seconds
I mean Bit Pumpkin
He's
in the corner.
He's just going for it. He's going for it. Ooh.
Yeah, so in
That
that
was a risky
situation,
play.
you really want to try and locate the Spike or eliminate the defenders. And Jawa he took his time a little too long fighting with that player in mid. I believe it was Sky, Facade.
I personally would have gone for the Spike. I think like try to
Yeah,
run
it's
out.
difficult though because Jet was holding that angle so tightly. Pretty much, you have so many angles to clear, and you have not a lot of time to do it because you got to get that Spike down in a timely manner. But Carthage, not the start that they would appreciate in the half. All classics, running it down A main, it looks like, and they're going to be going into some Cypher util.
We're trying to find out where. Oh, he had that smoke ready, but he just didn't.
Yeah,
want to
Rai
throw it.
had his blind ready. Probably gonna blind for Geo or something to peek if they needed it.
Oh, they're all right together too.
Looks like they cut noise to try and get there,
On
but the
what,
difficult thing
A-side?
is that there's a Cypher cage set up. They're gonna use it as a smoke. And the trip is gonna get him as well. Geo
Ooh.
holding the wrong angle, refade with
Refade.
2 kills.
He jumped in
3.
and got him. Ooh.
Bunny,
Spike
1 kill
down
of
A.
her own. She's got a Marshall. Can she do some damage with it? Has too many
Miss.
guns to focus on.
Miss and Rafay
There's
getting
one
her.
for Hecht, and
One
Carthage
for
is only going to
Fade.
take 2 guns out of the
Okay.
hands of this Hendrix team. Hendrix on a 3-round win streak, I believe. 1 from last half, 2 from this half. Definitely showing that they're a little better on defense here.
Oh, but I thought we were really good on defense.
Yeah, maybe Ascent is a defensive-sided map. So, in A main, again, Carthage, but they've got some Phantoms and Vandals to do some damage. Geo, the only one without heavy shields. And it looks like... it looks like Hendrix bought up instead of saving for this round, trying to push them away from that 10, because 9-6 is a much different game than 10-5. Bunny, first blood on Jade's. The smoke is not gonna be great for him as Carthage has already peeked up. Maybe they'll get the kill, and they do.
Hecht.
Hecht.
Blood.
A second kill, actually, it looks like.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Hecht using the bird. He's gonna blind and forces the Jet to
Ooh,
dash out.
Rafay getting Geo.
That trip is really difficult to
Rye
push
blind
through,
himself.
but up. Oh,
Ooh.
Jawa throws the util in unfortunate timing. I think that nade might have missed too and got Hector Jawa. Can't spray down that area enough to get the kill. Carthage evened up at 3-3
there.
apiece.
Hecht almost getting Rafay, but he
Forward.
just
Oh,
missed.
wow, Jawa with a great kill.
Enemy remaining.
Jawa with 2
Second
kills.
for Jawa. The bird is gonna blind refade. They know where they are.
They
It's just
shoot
a
through the
matter of
top right
time.
now.
Yeah, I think Phantom does not push through that. Or there might be just missing. Phantom has a little
That's
bit
a
less
gr-
weight in the bullets than
That's
the
a-
Vandal does.
sorry.
And it's just taking forever. Refade leaving. Escapes with their life. Can Carthage get out and save the weapons? Hecht racing away. Looks like he's going to find it. All Carthage players will survive. They'll keep 3 rifles. And that buy-up decision might come out to haunt this Hendrix team.
I wasn't really expecting that, but to be honest, Rafade had 3 people on
Yeah,
him.
it's definitely a difficult situation to be in as a Sentinel. All of his util was pretty much already placed on the ground, so he couldn't really use any of it to fight. And he had just so many angles. Low from Gen, from Hell, from Main. If he peeked one of them, the other team, they were going to say, oh, he's out. They're all going to peek, and then
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's only going to get 1 in that situation. So he elects to keep the rifle. lose the round and possibly give his team a chance this round.
I mean, he has the highest credits right now.
Jawa with, it looks like a smoke mid to help his team push out. Alt orb farmed for Carthage as they try and collapse onto A main. Once again, the smoke is going to die from Asher, leaving mid available, and Bit Pumpkin's going to get 1 kill, but Jawa, a great trade. Still even at 4, Carthage in an advantageous position.
Almost everyone's
4
on
on
A
2
side.
on site. Still the Cypher util to worry about, though. And it looks like there's a cam set up in A. Carthage rotating off, though.
Ooh.
If they get the kill
Nice
here,
shot,
this will be
buddy.
an easy rotate. The Jawa wall is going to make it difficult for them to play from Catwalk, but right behind them is, it looks like a Hendrix player right behind Jawa. Is Jawa shielded from them?
Possibly.
Jades falls for the trap. Jawa, a kill.
Nice.
Hunting out Facade in mid. Carthage with the advantage. Just Cypher off site. The plant goes
Jawa
to
has be
Bunny.
careful. There's 3 of them right there.
Lots of util for Carthage to use. The knife comes out. It's going to find... It was broken, it looks like. Wow, Rai with a great swing. He swings for his second kill. Carthage up 11-5. The gunplay is really shown out for Carthage.
Yeah. That's actually insane.
Yeah,
Being
he-
11-5.
I think the big story of this game has been the gunplay from Carthage. Everybody chipping in. The timeout comes out for Hendrix. And we'll take a look at the scoreboard. 15 kills for Jawa.
17 for a fade on the other side, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if maybe the rest of these Hendrix players can chip in a little more in these next coming rounds, possibly make this game a lot closer or have a lot better of a next round. But Ascent was chosen by Carthage, so that
No,
means
it was by them.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. Hendrix chose Ascent, so that's not exactly what you want to happen on the map that you get to choose. But they are
it's
going up
supposed to
against
be an
the
advantage.
undefeated Carthage Firebirds, so that's expected when you're going up against such a good team.
Although, Hendrix did have that 3 win streak that we did see.
Yeah, they did. They have won. They won their last game and the game before that, the 3rd place game, but they did lose the game right before that one. That was the semifinals to go to the South Central playoffs. Carthage ended up making it all the way to their region's playoffs and winning their playoffs. So Carthage definitely a more successful team when it came down to the stressful moments, but Hendrix might have a little bit more in their up their sleeve to find some rounds, possibly a map victory, make this game a little closer. Carthage just needs 2 more though to win the map.
It seems like they're being very fair, though. Like, we shouldn't underestimate them, for sure.
Yes, definitely for sure. They're using their util well. Double duelists, Jades and Bit Pumpkin, looking like they're not having as successful of a game as they would like. If they get going, they could possibly be a much different game. Hecht has a timing. He gets a shot on Bit Pumpkin. Ultimate
They're all
from
just going
Jades.
from that corner. Hecht getting Jades, but they are using their ult.
Yep.
I'm learning, guys.
Yeah.
I'm officially getting it.
That looks like a pretty good lineup. It's going to miss Jawa, and he's going to sneak up. Bit Pumpkin has to push out from that smoke if he wants anything. The ult orb
There's so
being
many
grabbed.
angles.
Carthage linked up in B main. Rai finally moving back, but there's a lot of Hendrix defenders, and it looks like they've got the scoop on their play.
Jawa looks like he's at a great position right now, though.
Somebody's going to have to make a call with 30 seconds left to plant the spike.
30
There's
seconds
Hecht
left.
with his bird out. A blind onto sight. The
Jade's
ultimate
getting
from
2.
KO.
Geo and Jawa with Bunny getting Bit Pumpkin.
Wow,
Refade
Carthage
getting
just being melted
Rai.
on sight.
Refaking 3 in a row. Hecht, Bunny, and Rai. Leaving 4 players left.
Refade and Jades combined for 5 kills on that round. A great answer, especially on the save round they were on. That means the round is going to be a lot more even. This time we see rifles from 4 of the Hendrix players, while Carthage still has all 5 rifles. Not as much shield as you would have wanted, but the Hendrix team has just shown that you don't really need those high-powered weapons to win rounds if you have good strategy play.
You think it was just like a time pressure thing because they only had 30 seconds left?
Definitely a little bit of that, pushing onto a site, and they didn't have as much intel on site. That's for sure. They didn't really know who was there. They didn't use the dog really to find out who was there. And
That's
this
a
time,
special thing of being a spectator. We can see everybody, but they can only see them.
yeah, so that smoke really gave a shield for them. They push onto site at the last second of the KJ ult. Bunny gets a kill with the
Cade.
molly. Jawa putting the plant down. They put the molly there. I wonder when she'll trigger it. Rai, Hecht, Geo, every single member of Carthage on site.
On B main.
Yep, all the way on B site for them. The molly lineup is gonna hit,
They're waiting
but
for
nobody's
them,
there.
it seems.
It's gonna be 4v5 retake for Hendrix to try and keep this.
Big Pumpkin getting Jawa. Jade's getting Rai. Hecht's getting Big Pumpkin. Bunny saving it with Jade's. Hecht's getting it.
Carthage knocking at the door as we go to match point.
It's going so fast, I
match point?
couldn't
think we'll
read
call it
that.
match point. Yeah, there was so much
Intense.
going on there. A lot of util came out from Carthage to really make those angles a lot more uncomfortable. And this time, now we've got a little bit worse of a buy. Still 4 rifles, but Hendrix only has 1 round to give. So this round, they really need a victory. It looks like Bit Pumpkin has their knives, so that's why they're going to be not having a rifle. It's going to be power versus power on this round, and Carthage just needs to execute to get the victory. This time, going for A main and mid. Jawa's going to peek with Bunny and Hecht as they prance down. Jade definitely going to blind. He gets 1. The peek from Bit Pumpkin.
Ooh.
2 kills.
From its Dingus getting Hecht and Jawa. Bunny getting Jade's.
Wow,
Whoa.
great util out of Refade to make Rai pretty much useless in main. They're going to be collapsing on the remaining Carthage players. Geo holds a little high. He's going to dash away. The dog is going to find out where they
that's
are.
what
They're
that was.
peaked. It looks like from both sides.
Bunny and Geo.
Looks like they're going to have to separate. The cage just collapsing as they take space.
There's that Molly.
Wow, it's confusing that they're not pushed up as wide into A main. The spike in the possession of Bunny, but they have to break through one of these sides to get it down. 40 seconds remaining. A big kill from Geo. Bunny not able to hold the angle for him.
Geo getting Bit Pumpkin.
All right, as Geo's in this situation, he has
Has
the
a
spike.
spike.
He's shot from behind, though. His location known. Dashes quickly. Checking catwalk. This timing's going to go in the fate of Refade, though.
What
And
does? Oh.
oh, he's racing to sight. I didn't see the time there. I feel like he had enough that he could have checked that angle.
He also had his melee knife
Yeah,
out.
the melee was to move faster.
Oh.
Yeah, when they're holding their knife, that makes them move just a little bit faster. Because in Valorant, there's no sprinting. There's
I
either
never knew
sneaking
that.
or there's walking.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought he
what-
was just gonna like go right against him with the knife. And then...
Yeah, he didn't have his jet knife, so he couldn't throw that one. The big thing though is in Valorant, if you don't have if you're holding sneak, which is the shift button for most players, you don't make any noise. Unless like you like reload your gun or something, that'll make noise. So that's how people can like sneak up, and
Is
that
that
makes it
with-
more of a tactical game versus like a speed game.
Is that with all agents?
All
Or...
agents, yep. Some agents have select abilities that allow them to do a little bit different movement things, like Neon can slide. But that Neon is kind of like the change. There's the dash from Rai. Can he get the kill? Oh, it looks like that corner he was seen first, and he's going to be sprayed down.
Jade's getting 3rd kill on Hecht and Bunny.
Last player standing.
Jawa getting its Dingus. Refei getting Jawa, leaving just Geo against 4.
The knife pop is a little questionable here. I feel like he must have had him pop before. If he didn't, I wouldn't have used the ultimate here, as he's trying to get, I guess, a few kills or possibly a round victory. Obviously, I'm not that comfortable in my skills. He's going to jump over the... Wow. That was a good play by him. If he hit a couple of heads, it would have worked. He jumped over the dog there. That was a pretty good play. But Carthage back on a heavy buy with rifles all around. But 2 straight victories for Hendrix. They're going to look to keep rolling. They've been dominant in the second half. If we only played the second half, this would be a 5-3 game. But obviously, we did get a 9-3 start for Carthage. So the recipe for success for Hendrix coming up will probably be to kind of minimize those kind of losses at the beginning of the game.
They're definitely making up for it, though.
All flooding in through A main. The util is still there. The dog's gonna miss the trip. Wow. It looks like it was just high enough. It's gonna get Rye, I bet. Or possibly they broke it? That's interesting.
Refei getting Jawa.
The wall is gonna make it difficult for them to push on the site. The
nice
ultimate
shot from Geo.
from Jades is gonna be shut
Just
down by
waiting
Geo.
there. He's just waiting there.
Sky Alt comes out as well. Geo trying to shoot through the floorboards of hell. Dingus
They were getting 2.
TP's out. Refei gets the kill on Rye.
Hecht getting 2. Jades and Facade.
Carthage still down a
But
man though,
Pelican
as
getting Hecht.
the Cypher Alt's gonna find the locations of the remaining
Ooh.
Carthage players, and Hendrix is gonna find the last 2 kills.
This
Carthage
is
really needs to stop the momentum here from Hendrix as they've won the last 3 rounds.
It's a turn of events. I don't think it was 3 rounds though.
Yep, 3. There it
Oh.
is right there.
Oh, there it is. You know, what do I know?
As Carthage is going to be on a little bit of a lower buy, it looks like they're forcing though. It's an interesting decision. They do have a couple of rounds to give, so maybe a little bit of different play, a Bulldog instead of a Vandal because of the credit constraint in the situation. Rye also buying a little bit yet less util as he doesn't have his grenade. But Carthage still just needs 1 round to ice this map victory.
They seem to be really low on credits too for Carthage.
Yeah, it looks like if they don't get this victory, they're probably going to be on a lower credit buy next round as well. Jades is going to peek. Jump peeks. Not seen. Well, seen but not killed.
Bunny, Hecht, and Geo staying close together on B main.
KJ Alt to push them off site. Nobody can be on B site as that time begins to tick down.
Jawa getting Refei.
They can watch from window though. Oh, Jades is gonna get 2 kills, and that KJ Alt is just gonna do nothing. But they're flooding back to site. Rye already rotating to A main. They're not gonna see Jet.
They're trying to get him from behind. Right.
Blind. Nobody there though. Can they get the door closed? The TP from Omen. They know where he is.
Geo planting the spike.
Rye's gonna get killed though.
Oh.
Last player
was
There's
in
just too
time.
many guns. Jawa completely off site. Jawa tried to have another one of those plays where he's just hiding in a corner, and
But they defused the spike too fast.
yeah, it was just too difficult for Carthage to hold the site with less people with the heavy retake from Hendrix. There's the
And
timeout.
Yeah, that's expected because they just went up by 4 rounds straight in a row.
Yeah, definitely a big swing for Hendrix. The momentum shifting just a little bit as Carthage not able to get anything going. 12-10. If you lose this round, you go to 12-11, and then you're 1 round away from overtime. Carthage really needs to find some momentum, some energy, something to really change things up, and maybe a little bit of a different play because B site's locked down, A site is locked down. There's really nothing that Carthage can do.
Yeah.
One thing to note, though, not a lot of ultimates for anybody. So this is going to be a gun-heavy game, a gun-heavy round. Some util from both sides probably, but nothing heavy. No Astra Wall, no jet knives, nothing like that. Just a Sky ult for Hendrix, and that's it. Rise 1 off of his ult. So if Carthage can win with their guns here,
That'd be insane.
yeah, if they can just out-aim this team, they'll be able to find a victory. They need to get back to that first 9 rounds.
I mean, how
8
much do the
rounds.
ults really have to play for?
The ults definitely have a little bit because they cause a lot of chaos. They find a little bit of intel. But as we were talking about the credits earlier, if we look at Hendrix, they have so many credits to work with here.
9,000.
Nobody buying an operator, which I think I would have probably gone with in this situation to just have a little bit of more mid control. But instead, Carthage has a weak buy, hero rifle in the hands of 1 player, Geo with the stinger, Rye with a stinger.
Their confidence, I think.
Jawa playing from tiles, possibly going to try and peek catwalk. Instead, not peeking it. The bird comes out from Hendrix Facade.
Ooh,
A big first
Jawa
kill for
and Rye
Jawa.
going for
That's
Bit
a
Pumpkin.
rifle that they can possibly get if they're able to sneak up and take the space. They do have a KO
Geo
blind.
trying to get
The
Jades,
blind.
and he does.
Great teamwork between Hecht and Geo. The KJ
Ooh.
Molly. Facade able to sneak away, it looks like. Gets the
Getting
kill on
Rye.
Rye.
He was right in
Carthage.
that corner.
Still up 1 man. There's that Sky ult coming out from Hendrix.
Did you just get one of Hex things?
No, that was from Facade, the enemy player.
Oh. Oh, yeah, they're playing the same character. That's why I got
Sky on
confused.
both sides. Carthage trying to shift things up a little bit. Bunny leaves and then begins to rotate back to A site. A site is pretty available except for the Cypher util. So if they go through tree, they should be able to get something going. They don't have the guns to fight long range and get a pick. They really need to do a good job of isolating these fights and peek together. They dash past. Ooh, they get the kill on Instingus. Carthage closes the door. Shoots Heaven. It's Refade and Facade. The spy cam is going to shoot one of them. Bunny uses the turret, using some of that post-plant util that we know KJ can do.
Are they going to go straight from behind, it looks like?
They're playing sight very, very well.
Oh,
but Facade, drop by Geo, Refade.
Nice shot. And Jawa getting their 3rd kill.
That was quite the roller coaster of a round, of a map from Carthage.
Yeah, that was so
See
intense.
the relief on their faces through the face cams there as we're going to check out the scoreboard in just a moment. Refade and Jade's at the top, 26 and 21 respectively. Carthage with the next 3, Jawa, Bunny, and Hecht all earning above 16 kills. Jawa leading the way with 20. Carthage definitely had a great start.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
8 straight round victories, 9-3 going into the half, but the second half was 4-7.
We did not see Hendrix coming.
Yeah, they definitely woke up a little bit and made things a little bit more uncomfortable for Carthage. We're going to be going to Pearl in a second. It's Carthage's pick. They definitely have done a great job on Pearl. We've seen some great victories. I believe they played it in the Nationals. They played it the round before that. They played it during the season. It's their pick for a reason. They're starting on attack, so hopefully they can have a little bit more success than they did on Ascent.
And I was just with the team as they were choosing all maps. The looks on Hecht's face when he was so relieved that they did not choose Pearl to ban.
Yeah, it looks like Carthage probably would have wanted Ascent or Pearl or something like that. They don't want to play on Bind. They don't want to play on Fracture. A lot of maps that they don't want to play on, and they're going to be forced to play on them in the coming weeks if they make it to Nationals. But they definitely want their choice if they can, and they did a great job on Hendrix's choice of Ascent. So we're going to be going to Pearl in just a second, and we'll be right back.
See you in a bit. Welcome back. We're on map 2, guys. We are on Pearl from the 1-0 for Ascent.
Yeah, Carthage.
Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, Carthage did take a 1-0 lead. We saw a little bit of a roller coaster game for sure. 8 straight victories at the beginning for
Absolutely
Carthage.
tense.
Then the rest of the game went 5-7, crossing over to the next half. Carthage came out with the victory after winning 13 rounds, so it was big for them as they put the pressure back onto Hendrix here. But we're gonna be starting off on Pearl.
I thought that was 4-7, not 5-7.
I
You know.
haven't a clue. Math major can't do
Okay.
math, I guess. There's that
it's okay,
fade
it's alright.
util. That eye's gonna search for players in the radius around. It doesn't look like it got any Carthage player. They did a great job of hiding from it. A split start as they start off on attack. Didn't have very much success on attack in the past. But we're going to be getting into it as they try to push A main, a demanding control of mid from the Hendrix players as the Jet player is facing mid right where Rye is. Rye, if he doesn't peek it right, it looks like the Jet pulled off though. Timings might go in the favor. Nope, now it's back.
Ooh.
Jet pushes out mid and Carthage is pushing on to A site.
Yeah, everyone's on A side.
Yeah, Bunny plants the spike.
Geo getting first blood on Stingus. Facade getting Bunny and Jawa. Jade's getting hacked, leaving.
Last player
Oh.
standing.
Whoa.
Wow, Carthage dropped just like that. Spike will be easily diffused. A great retake from Hendrix on defense there. They came in a lot of Sheriff buys with the confidence that they have with the Sheriff. It's 800 credits, the max amount of credits that you get for the first round. And so what? If you buy that credits, you're going to be stuck with your base util. You don't get to buy anything extra. For example, for Hecht, you will have just your bird, or for Jet, you'll have just a updraft, I believe. So that
That was a very fast win for
Yeah.
Hendrix. On the
Carthage got on site
second
quickly, but then they were eliminated fairly quickly.
It was going so fast.
A lot of times you'll see Carthage buy just classics here to save a max amount of credits, but here on this round, Geo grabs a shorty. Let's see if he plays in a good position. The Fade Eye comes out. It doesn't scan anybody again. Rise up with a frenzy.
They did make a
Trying to
good
peek
amount of
close.
credits.
Geo jumps up quickly, follows the bird. Facade races away, and the Astra util
Ooh.
is going to, the Astra smoke's gonna, the Omen smoke is gonna save the Hendrix players as they push out. Carthage pushing out together. Geo,
getting
a kill.
Jades.
It looks like the Molly got Rye. Wow, what a play.
Stingus getting Geo.
That's the Fade
Whoa.
Dog. It's gonna find Hecht, but Hecht looks like he's deaf in that situation, still able to see a little bit.
Jawa getting it Stingus. Hecht
Ooh.
getting refade.
A great use. There's that.
There's a healing thing,
Yeah, the
right?
healing use to help his team be a little bit closer together. Carthage, 3-2 as they push on the B site. Nobody there to answer. Bunny looking to put the spike down as they set up for post plant. Jawa and Hecht both going towards A long.
While
They
also
don't exactly
watching
have
Bunny.
the guns for it, though, as a frenzy from Bunny isn't going to do much. A Spectre, obviously, they're a lot better than me with the Spectre, so they'll probably be able to do something from long range. And they're probably just playing a sound cue here. They're just waiting for the turret to go off, or the spike to get diffused, anything that they can. And it looks like it's going to be tough. The Guardian's going to help a lot.
Ooh.
Bit Pumpkin swings past it as time ticking
Missed
down.
by Jawa.
Must be 10 seconds or so before that spike is going to come out.
Well, they see where they are.
Facade uses the Marshal to get a kill on Bunny. Facade hops on the spike.
Last player standing.
He's gonna
Pumpkin getting
reinitiate.
hacked. The
There's a collateral
Whoa.
kill. Jawa's third as he takes out Facade and Pumpkin.
Yup. Having it be a tied round.
Yeah.
1-1.
Carthage with a great job. They bought a little bit of stuff, and this time they're going to reap the benefits as they're going to be able to buy rifles for everybody, except Jawa's going to keep his Guardian, it looks like.
They also saved their credits from last time,
Yeah.
too, so they could get better stuff.
For sure, a lot more credits to go around, and it's going to put Hendrix in such a bad situation because they bought up last round. They're going to be fighting with barely anything. Geo's got a Stinger, though, instead, so he's going to be trying to hero rifle next round as they try to push B main.
It seems like they were all just, like, training on the spike, which is kind of funny.
That smoke's
Jawa
gonna help
getting
Jawa get
Jades.
there as he grabs a kill.
I'm hiding in the
3
clove
orb for Jawa
smoke.
as well. Bit Pumpkin hunted out by the Sky Dog. The
Refade
location
getting
known.
Geo.
One down.
Facade getting Rye. Bunny getting Facade in return.
Refade,
Oh, that
it
was a
looks like
Killjoy,
he's on
Killjoy.
smokes this time instead.
Bunny earning their second and third kill on Instingus and Bit Pumpkin. Putting down the spike as well.
Last alive is Refade playing Omen for this Hendrix roster. He's down to low HP as Heck puts a few bullets into him. Let's see what he can do. We've seen him use the teleport once to get into a good situation. Heck sprays down the smoke there, and it's just a tough position to be in as Refade.
They're trying to shoot through the smoke there. Barely missing. Oh, can Heck get him? It's right there.
Oh, he peeks just past it, and the ghost kill is going to go to Refade.
Said that too fast.
The turret kill, the 4th of the round for Bunny. Refade was just so low that turret hits for barely any health, and it still did a lot of damage.
I mean, a lot of people were getting up on Refade as they were the last person.
Yeah, Refade playing a different character. Facade moved off of the initiator role as Sky last round, moving to the Sentinel role, and Refade's gonna move off of the Sentinel role to the Smokes. I'm not sure who's playing Smokes for them last round.
We also
it was
have a
Dingus.
different character for Rye playing Clove instead of Ash. No, not that one.
Yeah, Rye is playing Clove instead of KO,
There you go.
and that's gonna offer them a little bit more smokes. And I believe that's a little bit more of their old comp. In the past, they played a little bit of a different combination. They used to play Harbor on Pearl because that was the map that Harbor was made for. But this time, a little bit of a mix between the old roles as they have Clove for double smokes. And as Rye plays Clove, Clove plays a little bit different than most controllers because they have a lot of util that lets them play as a duelist.
We haven't seen Rye playing Clove in a long time, actually.
The Killjoy ultimate is going to be used to get onto A site, but that KJ util from Hendrix is going to come out to stop it. No players were detained, but a free site for Carthage. 5-person retake. Geo channels the dash, looking to spray down the smoke.
Yup.
The paranoia is going to get Jawa and force him off site.
Heck trying to heal everybody over there.
This is
And
a tough
A-site.
situation to be in if you're Geo or
Rye
the rest
getting
of this
Jades,
Carthage
Bunny
team.
getting Facade. Instingus getting Bunny in return.
One enemy remaining.
Geo getting Instingus, Rye.
Just Refade alive, and he's going to be dropped by Hecht. Carthage narrowly escapes with their lives and the round win. A little bit different of a round there as they got onto site quickly, and they did a good job of holding it.
Honestly, a really well done play.
Yeah, for sure. They used the ultimates well. I believe it was just Bunny's ultimate. Oh, I think Jawa's as well, possibly, as he's 1 for 7. But there's a couple of ultimates to be used for this Hendrix team. They've got the Omen ultimate. That's going to be great for late round, but they're also on a save round. So it'll be interesting what play they have on defense. But I believe that Marshall's going to come in handy as Refade is set up. Oh, he's
Geo
going to be
getting
dropped by
Refade.
Geo. Right, 1 kill.
Whoa. Instingus, Jade's getting him.
Jades is going to get a free rifle as they try to flank this Carthage team, leaving a free B site.
Bunny planting our spike.
Last alive, 3 players for this
Jawa
team.
getting
Jawa
bit
possibly able to...
pumpkin.
Oh, he gets the kill mid. It's just 2 alive now.
Ooh.
Geo jumps up, uses the float from Jet, and Jade is going to get a kill.
Jawa trying to get Jade to bringing them to low health.
Carthage in an advantageous position as they have this angle. They have to push out just to get a kill.
There goes the bird. Ooh, that was too risky.
The bird, that was pretty great play out of them to get the blind. Sorry?
I thought it was a risky play.
Well, yeah, the bird, I can see how it could be a little bit risky in that situation because they did have to not have their gun out to do it. But just as much, Heck did a great job of re-peeking after it, and they were blind. So it made it a lot easier for Geo to pick up the kill. Did a great job of trading his teammates out there.
It all worked out fine.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that Heck and Geo combo working together to get a lot of kills, especially because as Sky, there's so much util that you can use for your teammates. You can follow the dog, you can blind and then peek with your teammates. It's just pretty easy to play
Heal
together.
your teammates.
Yeah.
Are they your favorite duo, you think? Gio and Heck.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice to see Jawa and Bunny late round, though.
That's true. Jade's getting first blood on Arai. Already with 1:20 left on the clock.
Carthage down a man, looking to
Heck
get some
throwing out
pressure
the bird.
mid.
Jawa.
Oh. As I say that, Jade peeks mid. He's going to get some intel on Carthage. He's pressuring up. It looks like he used his ultimate ability. He's got it out.
Gio
Hecht
getting
did a
refade.
great job of getting the kill there. And,
Oh, and another
what?
one from Shot from Heaven on Jade's.
What a gross swing there. The flick was pretty great. Ultimate's going to come out. It's going to search on A site, pushing Facade back, and he's got to be calling for his teammates to come on site with him. They shoot the
They're
flowers.
all just chasing after.
Yeah, they do need to get on site quick with 30 seconds remaining. Gio's gonna find one. The Fade ultimate gonna find the other.
Okay.
That Fade ultimate is gonna be pretty great for Hendrix to stall the
Facade
push.
getting hacked.
Gio's on site though. He doesn't hear anything. He gets a kill.
Headshot.
Channels the dash as he pushes back into Art.
Players
Dingus,
Oh.
2 kills. It's just
3
Bunny.
kills.
Wow. Carthage had the numbers advantage. The ultimate of Fade did a great job of making it a lot easier for this Hendrix team to find the retake.
Well, Facade is their MVP, so. Or at least it seems like.
Yeah, Facade
Yeah,
has
getting,
had
what, 6 kills?
quite
already?
the game as he picked up 3 kills at the end of the round there. But Carthage still in control as they lead the map 4-2.
They also had 26 kills taking the leaderboard from last map.
That was Facade?
I believe so.
I thought it was Refade. I think it
Oh.
was Refade.
Probably.
Facade probably was near the middle. I think it was Refade then Jade's. I'm not sure. Maybe we should keep that. Wow, upswing from
Oh.
Hecht. He's going to take a few bullets, not get the kill.
Jawa getting Facade.
That's going to be a crucial change for this gameplay as the team has to overreact a little bit and rotate. There's the
Heck
Fade
was
dog.
looking out. Yep.
Hecht's gonna shoot it right away. Carthage
Heck
pushing
playing from
up
that
mid.
corner.
There's nobody Art to stop this push, but it looks like
Oh, there goes that
dog
dog.
once more. He's birding Art for him.
Nice.
They're gonna follow the bird. Shoots the turrets, and there is one playing in this close corner. Will they clear it? Dingus
Oh.
does enough to create some paranoia, but Gio's just gonna
throwing out
keep
the
it pushing
smoke.
onto site.
Dashing away.
Pushes right through that Omen. He sprays down that hiding point, and Carthage has a
Funny getting this,
Pre-planned
trying to get the spike, but Jade's got her in return. Rai getting it's Dingus. Jade's getting their 3rd kill. Jawa and Gio.
Hecht a great
30 seconds
lick,
left.
but it's up to Rai to find a kill. The spike,
Oh, so close.
his position known now. He's gonna grab a Phantom.
Trying to shoot through the smoke right there.
That is such a good use of the wall. It's gonna harm him if he tries to walk up to it.
Gotta play it careful. 10 seconds left on the
10
clock.
seconds left.
That he does have to push out. They're just gonna be leaving Rai. A kill would be great in this situation.
Oh.
He's gonna get it.
Right from the
Gets
look
the spike,
around.
fakes it. He's looking the wrong way.
Oh.
Can't get
what?
the kill on a refade. And the round is gonna go to Hendrix.
I was really confused because they showed like the winning screen, but then like 3
Yeah, so-
seconds left. I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
what happened was the timing to put the spike down completed, so the defense won. But then for that, after every single round, there's always 5 seconds of like extra time that you can't win, but you can get kills still during that time,
Oh.
or you can die, or some
So-
other things can happen. So that's why that timer switched to 3 seconds because it was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
yeah.
And so that I guess that is a little confusing there. But that's why
I don't really
Rai
play
was-
Valorant.
yeah,
so
Rai was playing that angle.
It
It's
was
okay, it's
an
just clicking
amazing-
heads. That's what they told us.
It was an amazing play though.
Yeah, Rai did almost get the complete victory, but he wasn't able to find it.
Yeah, he was trying to get that look around point again.
Carthage pushed up again, but they have had a hard time getting onto sites and holding them.
There
The
goes
bird
that
for
from
Jawa.
from
Dingus
Heck.
in quite an off angle. I'm not sure if that box is sprayable as Jawa tries to get the kill on Dingus. A lot of Uto mid, a lot of
got
angles
the
to
dog
hold
over there.
Hecht. That's going to be a big kill as it swings forces Hendrix to change up their format a little bit as Gio's already onto B site
Throwing
with company.
out all of the defense he has.
Spike down,
Rife
B.
getting bunny. Hacked getting a trade in. Jade's getting hacked for that. Even just two for us.
That ultimate's gonna come out for Rye.
If he can get
Jade's
some
used
couple
his
kills.
as well. Jade's from
30
heaven now.
seconds left.
Rye able
Jawa getting 2,
throws that little
but he did
use.
get the
Rye
kill.
needs to get a kill, otherwise he's gonna die. There's the death. Jade's.
Okay.
Wow, Carthage had to use a few
What?
ultimates in that situation, and Jawa's gonna pick up the final kill.
I did not see that coming, actually.
Yeah, I didn't see Jawa coming in from street as well. An interesting thing that happened on that play, Clove used their ultimate ability.
I did see that.
Yeah, and so that's gonna allow Clove to have an extra life for a couple of seconds. But the important thing is Clove doesn't get a kill during that time. They die right away. So
I thought Clove did get a kill.
it didn't look like
I
Rye
read it
didn't.
out.
Yeah, he has to get a kill or an assist, and it didn't look like he was able to find that.
Maybe I'm just blind, you know?
I
I got
think-
hit by the blind, I guess.
Carthage had some success there. The Fade eye is gonna be used in A main, and Carthage did a good job of shooting it.
Oh, there
Again,
goes
trying
that
to push
orb.
A site, little to no util from Facade, playing KJ for Hendrix.
There's a smoke from Clove.
Yeah, that smoke's gonna allow them to push into mid.
Having some protection.
KJ ult from the attacking side. Carthage
Oh no!
Timing.
Oh nice!
Rye's
actually.
gonna get the kill. Doesn't use his heal as he
Oh!
re-peeks Jade's.
I didn't.
Pulled his
okay.
knife out.
What?
There he uses
Ryan
the heal.
hacked.
He can't get the kill on refade though.
And he did not have any ult.
Yeah, he used the ultimate last round.
remaining.
Geo getting bit pumpkin
does
right
a
from the
great job
headshot.
of dashing in and picking up the kill. Refade teleporting on top of the box,
Oh.
and they immediately shoot him down. Carthage, a demanding win with the 4 players still standing. Omen has been using his TP, his teleport, quite a lot to get into interesting situations and make it difficult for Carthage to find him. But that time they knew exactly where he was, and 2 players got him down.
And what an insane play.
Yeah, it's great plays from Carthage to use their weapons in the right way and pick up the kills that they need.
Look at all those credits we got too.
Yeah, definitely in the driver's seat in that situation. But full rifles for that side. The Ike is used mid. It's not going to scan anybody.
Oh.
Oh, Hecht really wanted that kill on Jades. He's blind. He throws another blind.
Right,
Another
bit
blind.
pumpkin. Geo.
Spike
It's
down,
deep pumpkin
B.
getting twice. It's
Just-
getting hacked.
Just Jawa left for Carthage. 3 players from Hendrix funneling in. He's got
Oh.
a challenge, and he's going to be gunned down by Facade.
3-on-1.
Yeah, 4-on-1 that round with, yeah, 3 players coming from behind and then 1 from main.
Oh, there it is.
And Hendrix flips the script after Carthage's 4-0 victory there.
I got enough time to go into the
Carthage
actual
going to be
floor.
able to use those credits coming up, but a timeout, a lot of times we're seeing that timeout on
That's
round
fair.
10. One thing to know about the timeouts for Carthage, they in this Valorant gameplay, they get a timeout per half, both teams.
Mhm.
And then in overtime, I think they get 1 over the course of the entire overtime. per
What do you
team.
think they're talking about? Because I have one idea.
What do you think?
I think they've been trying to play this like really fast, especially from last map as well. So maybe maybe Coach West is trying to talk to slow it down a little bit. That's what I think.
That's a
personally.
possibility for sure. I think a big thing that they probably have to discuss is playing more together post-plant. They're able to get on site. We've seen it, especially on A site, especially on B site, but they haven't been able to hold it well. And that means, I think, possibly using a little bit of util, a little less util, to have some of that to challenge for each other.
Like,
but-
I do have less util this round, I thought. No?
They probably might have a little bit less util because they'll be trying to buy up some weapons. But as well, they might just have a full set of util. It looks like the play is going to be a rush B site. That smoke is used by Astra to get them out that corner and make sure they don't get gunned down from a peeking player. And they drop that smoke. just as much. And the Clove Smoke used to push and take space B main. They really don't know, Hendrix really doesn't know how many players are here from Carthage, and it's going to be an interesting surprise when all 5 of them pop out. There's the bird. Astra Wall is
What a nice dash from Geo. Jawa getting a shot right in the face on Jades and getting bit pumpkin. Refei getting him though. Probably from behind or something.
Yeah, Bunny.
Because I didn't see it.
Yeah, Bunny able to get the plant down for Carthage. The defense is going to use their KJ ultimate. It's probably going to detain Hecht.
Heck no, Heck got twice.
Yeah, Hecht did get 2 kills there, but he's going to be detained by the ultimate, and it's just Refade last alive. Geo, Rai, and Bunny all there. They're defusing. They're trying to spray it down.
Shooting from the smoke.
He's going to sneak ninja defuse this, and he's going to get it. That's a costly mistake for Carthage.
What? How that even?
So what happened was the smoke was used to what?
Give us the play-by-play.
I think the biggest thing was the smoke shielded him for just a second. They used the he defused the spike, and they thought he just tapped it so that he could play off an off angle. And so they sprayed it down for a second. They narrowly missed him, and he actually stayed on it, and they just missed him. So it was a great play by Refade for sure. Carthage just needs to push through that smoke, though, because one player pushing through that smoke makes it so he has to either jump off the spike or he has to kill them, and then you know if he's on the spike or not. They all tried to play off spike, and that just doesn't help when you have all 3 players. You have enough bodies to throw at them, and here we are going into the final round. Carthage now down a round.
Geo getting our first blood.
I've got your trail.
Running it down. B main is Carthage. Geo with the knives out. Omen
Dashing.
smoke is
Use all of his knives, getting Refade and Jades.
There's the Fade ultimate. It's gonna
having only 4 left.
mark and decay
he
all
gonna
of these
shoot him
players.
right there?
Dingus gets the kill.
The Sage getting Bunny.
A
Jawa.
great trade from Jawa and Heck to find the round victory. Sorry, I misspoke before. Carthage was up. I was reading the scoreboard backwards. Carthage was up 6-5 going into the round. Now they're up 7-5. Because I think they switched. Am I wrong? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they had to do that. So
wait,
mean of them.
What? Oh, I see that. Wait, what?
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know what I'm talking about, I guess. Well, Carthage, going into the defense half, they had such success on defense for a sense. 9 and 3 in the half. Let's see if they have any of that magic on Pearl. And a little bit of a different play probably from Hendrix, as the Warriors are going to be pushing B main. Sentinel KJ, played by Bunny, is set up on A site for Carthage. We've got Hecht playing mid as Sky and Clove as well. Asher playing from Art. It's going to be a good defense for them as they try and stop a push.
Hecht already trying to get from the corner.
Geo.
Geo quickly dashing.
Down to 13 health, unfortunately. They run onto site. Jades leading the charge.
Nice shot from Rai. Getting Jades right from the other side of the smoke. Tried to get another shot. Misses. Geo getting refade.
Dingus, though, a kill of his own on Rai. Pumpkin pitches in on Hecht. Carthage tied up 3-3. Plants down. Geo needs to get something going for this Carthage team. They need to find a kill or so.
Is that the Molly?
The Molly from KJ, yes, using some space. And the next 3 kills are going to go the way of Hendrix, as Hendrix will take round 1.
Yeah. It's Dingus getting their 3rd kill of that round as well for last.
Yeah, it's Dingus definitely having a little bit different of a game style. He was on controller in the past game. This time, controller is like a smoke agent.
Oh, I thought they were just playing as a controller. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so not Jawa, Astra, Omen, Clove, Brimstone. I think that's all of them. Harbor, Viper. I think that's all of them.
You got him.
Yeah, so those players are called controllers. Sentinels are Vice, Cypher, Killjoy, Sage, Chamber. I think that's all.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
In the intermission.
Chamber, such a Sentinel.
I do agree, Mama Head. We do need to work better on our team.
The blind used.
Ooh.
Jade's gonna gun down Hecht. Pumpkin a kill of his own, but Jawa trades him out. Geo.
Oh, sorry, getting Jade. Facade getting
Player
Jawa.
standing.
Ooh, Refake
Just
getting a
Geo alive.
headshot on Red.
A Spectre to his name. He's paranoid. He guns down the fate. Oh, that looks like
Team
Refade was
ace.
trying to use the knife on him. Carthage just had to run into too much util there. Not a lot Geo could have done, as Hendrix is going to tie it up at 7 apiece.
Insane. I love all the graffiti work they got on
Yeah,
the
the maps are
walls
truly
here.
beautiful in this game.
They match Hexagon. You know, like with the water and
Yeah, I
everything.
think it probably was released around the same time. I think my favorite map is Sunset. Sunset is not in rotation right now.
Sounds pretty though.
My favorite map is Sunset for the looks, not the gameplay. I hate playing on Sunset. It's the worst map in the world, but it looks amazing. It
I
looks
wouldn't
kind of
know.
like if you imagine like a lo-fi like stream, like the background, that's what it looks like. Like vibrant colors. It's really nice.
That's fair. I really like Icebox because it's just like the whole winter vibe, the snowman, everything. I'm a winter baby myself, so I'm a little buzzed.
Hecht is ran off of the little nook in art there. He's gonna peek instead. Gets
He
a
got
kill.
to kill. Bunny getting 2.
Carthage with 3 kills.
All
Bunny.
within a minute too.
Hecht using that heal to help his teammates out. Geo
Smart
channels
play.
the dash.
Ooh.
He peeks into 2 players. He's able to dash out though.
They did
Gonna
see
keep
him.
his life. And this is a great pinch job from Carthage. You see Rai grabbing the orb. He's gonna wrap around to B main. And Hecht is pushing up into Art. Hendrix looking to go through street to B.
Oh, it
Will they
looks
be
like they're
meet?
chasing Rai right now.
Yeah, Rai playing a long position. The smoke gonna be used for Geo, it looks like, as Geo's gonna push out.
One enemy remaining.
Geo getting bit pumpkin.
He's traded out by Refade as Rai is gonna get the trade right back.
Could have said it better myself.
Oh, that skin's nice. I would have picked that one up. That one has those kind of colors that we saw, that we would see if we played on Sunset. As Carthage takes the lead back 8-7.
Woo!
We've seen the first couple of rounds, right? What have we seen actually, though? Like, we've just seen some gun games, but what do you kind of think of the trends of this attack half for Hendrix?
For Hendrix.
What have they really been doing on site?
It seems like they are playing like they're playing with each other. Like they are using their teamwork, which is what Carthage should be doing, I believe. It seems like Rai is just like searching out.
Yeah, he was definitely
everybody.
checking streets. The ultimate is used to help them get on site, but the
Bunny
KJ
getting
Tactical
first.
is gonna get a kill on Bit Pumpkin.
Nice shot from Jay. What? Okay.
Wow, a
Never mind.
flurry of kills
Crazy.
comes out. Carthage in the advantage. Bunny got one. Refade had one of his own.
Facade getting hacked.
That's gonna be big as they try and come out of Art.
It's just Geo and Rai.
Yeah, Geo only on site. Rai playing towards B side, but they might be rotating into him. The spike on A site, though. Carthage in control of the
I thought
spike.
it was a
It's a little
1v1.
bit of an interesting play to keep Rai off site. I probably would want him to come closer because we have control of the spike.
Maybe they're
But-
trying to bait them out.
Yeah, they are trying to wrap around. Facade chasing
Ooh, is
Rai.
Geo gonna get that from the corner
Will
right
Rai
there?
turn around and see them? It looks like they're linked up. 30 seconds to get to the spike and get the spike get the spike planted.
They're right
Rai
there.
challenging.
Oh,
He misses all of his
Oh my
shots
God.
though. Geo is gonna be able to use this util though. Playing inside of the clove smoke
They know
from A
they
main.
know where he's
He
at.
knows where the spike is. 13 seconds.
Blindly shot. Nice!
What a flick!
Whoa!
I'm gonna be completely honest. It was a great shot by Geo. It was
Yes!
a worse shot from that Hendrix player. Unfortunately, they really should have got that kill on Geo. When Geo has to shoot the guy planting the spike,
I feel like they should have known where he was because the smoke was literally right there, right in front of them. But, you know, Geo just spotted out there right on surprise and getting both kills. Winning the round for Carthage, having it be a 9-7. Whoa. I'm flabbergasted.
that was such a great play from Geo. Carthage looking to keep the momentum going on this as Hendrix pulls out a completely different strategy. They're funneling all through mid, and it's the KJ util is set up well for it though. And just as much, we see an A main pressure take from Carthage, but they weren't able to do anything with it because there was nobody there. They're funneling into streets,
They're all
taking
on each other
pressure
right
on
now.
both sides, but it looks like they're going art towards A. Hendrix
Yeah.
has 3 players there. Can they find some success as Jawa is going to try and push up? He's not playing
From
on site with
behind.
Bunny. It's Bunny and Hecht with a nice
Smoke.
crossfire. The dog is going to find Hecht, though, push him off site. He
Hecht
uses the
finding the
blind.
blurred.
He's chased by Jade's blind of their own, playing in the smoke.
Oh,
A great use
they're
of
right
that
there.
smoke.
They're right there.
He
Shoot
gets one,
blindly.
2.
Good, good.
That's such a great series of kills as Gio has 2 of
Two
his
of
own.
Enemy remaining.
Leaving only the Omen left.
Yeah, Refade, though, not a slouch in this game. Definitely led the game in kills for Hendrix last game. I believe the whole entire lobby as he
30
moves towards
seconds
B-side
left.
with the spike in his possession. Rye is waiting for him, though, with the Vandal, playing back sight.
Bunny and Jawa playing close together.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to get to trade each other out as they push through streets. Rye mainly playing off cues. He knows that there's not a lot of time. The
He knows
spike
where
needs
he
to get
is.
planted.
Seconds left.
And
Get
that's
from
a
behind,
free
good.
kill for Rye. Easy
And
defuse
defusing
as
the
well.
spike.
And he's going to pick up his ultimate ability. We'll probably see that in the next couple rounds. Actually, no,
Yay.
he's going to leave it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's giving it to Bunny because Bunny is also one off. And with that KJ ultimate,
Hey, someone needed to get the ult.
yeah, the ult point is definitely going to be valuable for Carthage. I predict that they're going to go, well, they're on defense, so they don't have to do as much, but I can see that KJ ultimate coming out very quickly. They're going to try and cycle it again because they only have 3 more rounds at the least coming up, possibly like 5 or 6 or 7, but that 9 ults, if it just sits there, you're not getting any more ult points, and they're going to be trying to get those ult points. 6 seconds.
What is KJ's ult?
It's
Remind me, please.
it is the what is it called? I believe it's called Killjoy.
That would kind of make sense.
Yeah. I have to, lockdown. It's called lockdown. That's what it's called. And what
Oh.
it does is there's a certain radius that for 15 seconds, anybody standing in it will, at the end of that 15 seconds, will be detained. Is what
Oh.
it happens. And
Oh no.
oh, Gio's just gonna be gunned down.
Well, his location was revealed. By trying to play through smoke, can he get those sneaky positions? No, he cannot because he got hit by Bit Pumpkin and
Got a knife from
planted.
behind, or facade with the
Facade.
Phantom.
yup.
Bunny
There
though,
goes
it
that
looks like
dog,
in a good
too.
angle, possibly good for 1 or 2 kills.
Jawa somehow
get
getting
Dingus.
facade.
But can he get bit?
Yeah, she does.
Bunny, a great kill. Another from Jawa. That evens things
Oh.
out. Post plants. She's blinded. Tried to
That's
use
alright, that's alright.
the KJL Jawa, trying to pitch in just as much. Uses the alarm bot. She's
Diffusing
being
the
sprayed
spike.
down. Gets it halved. Jawa.
Oh, she should have just
One
kept it
enemy
at half.
Jawa
Jawa-
gets a kill.
Bring their third of the
There
match.
we
Their
go.
Fourth of
It's
the
half.
match.
An easy defusal for Jawa. Bunny. The confidence and quick decision making there really made this a great round for Carthage, but just as much Jawa's gunplay really played a great part.
I feel like I would have played that just a little bit different. I would have like left right when it was like half for the spike.
For Bunny, as Bunny?
Yeah.
So you would have like challenged the player's backside? That's an
and
that's an
then lift
interesting.
Jawa to like get the rest maybe.
Yeah, that was an interesting play. I think the reason Bunny ended up leaving it, she probably wanted to stick it and let Jawa get all the kills. But what happened was the Phoenix Molly came out, and so that was gonna kill Bunny if she stayed on the spike. So because of that, that's why she hopped off and tried to play. She ended up getting traded out by Jawa. All was well. Yeah, but it was definitely a different kind of insight. Gio played aggressive there, but he's pushed off low health. The knives from Bit Pumpkin on Jet,
Right,
and they're all
protecting
pushed
Gio.
off of B site.
They're all taking out B main right now. Refade
Spike
planting the
planted.
spike. Jade's getting a headshot on Gio.
Yeah, Jade's with a Bulldog there.
There-
Not the
yup.
most common rifle, but there's the KJ ult from Bunny, ready to be used post-plant. It's difficult to break that one. Hecht, dog's back sight. If that Phoenix stays, they will die.
Should run.
The plant is planted for...
There's the should run.
Oh, and he's going to
Oh.
be gunned down. Rye's going to pop the ultimate, though. And
Oh.
he's shot once more.
That was a
A
very
KJ ult
risky
just back.
play.
Bunny is backside. I don't know if they know.
Jade's getting their third kill.
Jawa, 3 kills!
Whoa!
There's not enough time to defuse. He's hunting for kills.
Oh! Getting those-
Wow, a flurry of ults used on that round. We saw Clove's ult. We saw 2 Killjoy ultimates.
Now we are
That was insane.
Oh.
I couldn't even keep up with all the kills as I was supposed to.
One
My
big
bad.
thing to note. Oh, sorry, no, that's good. One big thing to note from that round was that every single Hendrix player died at the end to the spike explosion. So,
Wait, so what happened?
so when the spike explodes, if you're in that certain radius, you die. And
Right.
So,
Obviously.
yeah. So they were playing close because they were trying to defend the defusal, but because of that, they weren't able to run away quick enough to not be.
Wait, so does that
Yeah,
mean we won that round?
No, they didn't. We didn't win the round, but they lost their guns and they picked up an ult point for it.
So was it a good thing?
I think it was good
or-
for Carthage because of the econ situation.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
just as much, the ult point is going to be helpful for them as they go into these next couple rounds. Carthage up 11-8, defending an A push from Hendrix. We've seen some success for them when they're able to use these ultimate abilities. Not a lot of ults to use, though. Just the Omen ult. So
Oh,
let's see if they
everyone
can
barely-
use some of their
sorry.
weaker util. A smoke back sight.
Jawa
Bunny.
getting first blood on a refade. But getting a trade in from Jades. Bunny getting Jades. Bit Pumpkin. Getting hacked Bunny, getting Facade, getting their second kill, I believe.
Carthage in
Leaving
the
only two.
advantage, but it's just one kill away from swinging the other way. Bunny playing from that hiding spot, back sight. Spike in the possession of the Fade player. It's Dingus.
Bunny trying to shoot through the wall.
Yeah, can she get the spray? Dingus
30
is going to
seconds.
swing her,
Oh!
and he's going to find the kill. It's just Rye left up with a stinger, unfortunately.
It's
There is a
just
weapon
finding
right in
their
front of him.
spike. Oh!
That's a rough play to be, a position to be in for Rye late at the round. Yeah, I think
He's
with the
just
stinger,
hiding in the corner.
yeah, there was not a lot you can do with that stinger. Too many guns pointed at you, and Carthage, it looks like, is going to be saving this round.
I mean, truth be told, look at the credits that everyone has.
Yeah, you definitely want to save because you're in the advantage, and you're only one round away from forcing match point, which is going to force Hendrix to end up forcing by buying, which means that they'll buy credits even if they can't buy. They'll buy they'll buy weapons that they wouldn't normally buy because they can't lose their round. And as they steamroll onto C site, the Marshal, oh, Rye tries to get the kill, but Bit is going to find it.
That was a
Wow, that
Well, that was a
haunt is
far
going to get
dense
Geo,
shot,
and they
too.
know where he is now. Dog hunts him down.
ooh!
Hex,
Hex going in for the kill on Jades.
that is a crucial swing.
It was locked on sight.
Geo's going to have a Bulldog. Bunny has a ghost of her own. The bird is...
Yep.
Yeah, the bird is going to squawk. Geo, if he can find a few kills...
Oh! He
will be-
protected himself from the dog right there.
There's no bullets in that Bulldog, though. And they know
Oh,
where he
he's
is.
right
He's
there.
sprayed
Oh,
down.
no! Jawa.
player
Big
standing.
Bit Pumpkin. It's Dingus.
It's just Jawa left here.
Oh
That
my
turret,
goodness.
he needs to break the turret before he swings.
Quickly got a new gun. There's a smoke.
Wow,
Refade.
refade, what
Oh.
a tap, and the KJ Molly. That was an impossible task for Jawa.
You didn't even get a chance to get the defuse. He was
Yeah.
just like right there.
It was a really nice shot from refade, for sure. Through the smoke, tap the head as he needs to, but just as much that KJ Molly would have made it very difficult. We're going into timeout here.
Called on us. called it.
We called a timeout. We just need 2 round victories to get things going. So, as we take a look at the scoreboard, though, a little bit of a different story as Carthage is the leading scorer. 24 kills for Jawa, 21 for Geo. Those guys at the bottom of the leaderboard last round definitely stepped up to find something that is going to help their team out.
Maybe
This is
they
a
were, like,
must-win
little-
round for either team.
Maybe they were just like a little sleepy.
Mhm.
But now they're finally waking it up. They're getting in there. It's what we love to see.
Yeah, the big thing for this round is going to be whoever wins this is going to be in such a better position. 12-10 and 11-11 are such different games. 12-10 pushes you to match point where they're going to have to force up. They have a good amount of credits, so it's not going to be the worst thing in the world for Hendrix.
It
But
could be
just as much,
either.
you don't want to have to be, don't want to be able to make a tiny mistake and end up losing the map and the match. So, it's
could
also
go to-
much win for
sorry.
Carthage. Sorry, go ahead.
It could be an either win though, actually, because
Yeah.
they're so close together.
Yeah, this round is very crucial. We'll see what the play is as Hendrix stacks up A main, but the smokes are already used for Jawa, and they're gonna play aggressive. Carthage, ready to meet them, and the
Geo
haunt.
getting the drone right there.
That is the third or fourth time that Geo's been hit with the haunt. So is Jawa. That is such unfortunate for the aggressive position.
Oh,
Jades using the ultimate ability. He's gunned
Geo.
down by Geo.
they're all Geo trying to shoot through the wall right there, and he does, and gets bit pumpkin. Bunny getting refade. Facade getting her in return.
remaining.
Jawa getting 2 shots on its Dingus and Facade.
It's just Jades left. He's blind. Needs the spike, a plant, or 3 kills.
Yeah, but he was gunned down by Rai right at the end.
Wow, Carthage did a great job of defending the site there. When they tried to play aggressive, the Fade util, they really need to do a better job of shooting that Fade util, because one tap and it doesn't get to do any, it doesn't provide any value for this team, for Hendrix. But this time, it just pushed them all off the site. It helped them out because it helped Carthage out because they were able to play together on site. But it's really difficult to do that when that util just gets thrown up. So they really need to watch for that, especially on whatever site they're whatever site Hendrix is attacking. And they're going B site, a must-win round for Hendrix. Let's see what they have. 3 on on B, 2 mid. Jades, first kill on Rai. What else will we have this round?
Geo was gonna go for that corner, but he retreats.
Yeah.
Jawa
And Jawa is
Oof.
gunned down.
and
Geo.
Geo.
That's such a different
Facade
round.
planting our spike, leaving 2 Carthage Firebirds.
A big kill for Hecht. He's gonna re-challenge. He
2
gets
kills.
the bird. Comes out. And
Oh.
Jades, these lineups
Right
are just
into there.
insane. We still have a chance as Carthage, but there's so many angles to watch from.
Like throwing out the bird, trying
The
to
blind.
see it advise. Gets blind by Jades. Taking out a little bit of his health right there. Oh,
Wow, he was
Tried to kill
trying to
very,
shoot
yeah.
the arm
oh.
of Jades, and wow, Hendrix is gonna come away with this round.
That's an interesting kill.
Yeah, so
Fight.
some of the weapons have a certain kill animation for the last kill of the round. You see that one? I'm not sure what kill that what skin that one is, but the big one that I know is that for Kiranami, which is the one that kind of looks like a knife, the weapon, and that one has like this like merman or something that hops up and does a little spin thing.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so but nobody's playing that, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah. You would have loved to see it.
Well, of course I know it's a $100 skin.
$100 skin.
$100 for the pack. Yeah. There's the Phoenix ult to
See,
push
I can't
into
do that.
Hecht, possibly able to flank. See if he's able to pick up a kill. Geo is marked. Plays patient though. They're gonna push past him.
Hecht getting first
sees
blood
the
on
pumpkin.
Jades.
A blind Hecht
Oh, never
on the
mind.
flank as
Whoa.
well.
Whoa,
It's
whoa, whoa.
just Rai left for Carthage though. If I wouldn't know any better, I think we'd be going to overtime. The ultimate, all of the util being used.
Facade plan. Yep. Facade planting their spike right there.
And the KJ ult.
Oh no.
His location known now. What can you expect from Rai here?
They're all teaming up on him.
Yeah, there's really nothing he can do.
Misses the molly though.
They know where he is. They're gonna be hunting for him. Tries to
Oh.
pre-fire. Dingus is gonna trade
Trying
with.
to get
Wow, there's just
refade.
too many guns pointed at him, and we're going to overtime.
Each
When was-
player getting one shot after another, earning Hendrix a team
Switching
ace.
sides.
When was the last time we were on overtime?
Overtime.
It must have been regular season, like week,
Yeah.
or possibly like round.
Yeah, we had 6, was it like 4 or 6 overtimes? That
For
one time.
just
That
a
was-
brief
that was
second,
intense.
yeah, let me explain how overtime in Valorant works. Since we're at 12-12, it is win by 2, which means that as we start off, Carthage is going to start on attack. The next round is going to be Carthage on defense, and they switch back. If any team is able to win 2 consecutive rounds, they will win the round. I believe that is true as well. They just told us that the last time we had overtime was on Pearl. So Carthage,
Coincidence? I think not.
yeah, cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Carthage trying to pressure mid, but there is a response from Hendrix. Hecht, can he find the angle? It's Dingus and Jades both there in response. Jawa tries to find an angle just as much. The timing, and
Oh!
Heck's gonna find the first kill of overtime.
That was insane.
Geo pushing up B long. Can he find another kill for this Carthage squad? The smoke is just
Is
doing
he gonna shoot
wonders.
through?
He doesn't really want to give up his location. That's why he was sneaking. So no shot from Geo, but Carthage in the driver's seat with a one-man advantage.
Geo throwing the smoke right over there.
What they need to do
Trying to blind somebody.
What they need to do is find a weak site. As they rotate to a site, another
getting
kill
it,
for
Dingus.
Hecht.
Right when he was just walking over. Bam!
Wow, what a swing from Hecht. We've seen him have some big plays. Can the rest of the team pitch in as well to find a first round victory? Hecht with his third! Pops the ultimate ability.
Rye getting down the spike.
Geo.
Trying to find the
Pressuring.
two players. They're all right there.
They're
right
playing-
in front of Geo. Geo trying to shoot through the wall.
Carthage have three-man advantage, trying to just squeeze on this Hendrix team. The smoke from Clove, Rye using it to give his team a little bit of cover. A smoke comes out from Hendrix.
They're right
Rye,
there.
he's gonna TP
Oh.
out right away to get
Geo
some
getting
intel.
a headshot on Bit Pumpkin. Refade getting Geo and Rye.
Two
They were-
kills for Refade, and Hecht
that's-
will find his fourth.
Woo!
Carthage wins the first round of overtime.
Let's go.
Switching sides.
What a round. Now Carthage just needs to find one defensive round to ice the map victory and to push them on to the semifinals in this nationals competition.
This has been a long time coming. We got 26 kills for Jawa, taking top spot on the leaderboard. Right behind is Jades from the other team with with 24. And then Geo right back at it with 23.
As we start the round, Hecht is going to throw the bird into mid. The Fade Eye is not going to see anybody in street. A pressure from Jades. He's probably going to use the blind as he goes into art, it looks like.
I was trying to bait him out, I think, with those
Yeah.
shots early on.
Possibly get a little bit of chip damage as they move back over to doors through street. Both
Hendrix leaning
linked up
on
together.
B main.
Will they clear this angle with Hecht? Looks like it. Hecht
Ooh.
misses the kill. Jades will find the victory, but
right from
Rye
there.
picks up the kill on Bit Pumpkin.
Shooting down both smokes. Is he
Oh,
gonna shoot through the smoke? Nope.
wow.
It's
Dingus
Dingus
is going to
getting 'em.
find a kill there. Refade.
Planning their spike.
Yeah, Hendrix has the spike down, a one-man advantage.
Geo sees Jades, but Jades got him first.
Yeah, Jades with the kill on the flank. It's going to be hard for the
Jawa being
remaining
right in
Carthage
that
players
spot.
to find a victory. They're all playing from long except for one in back of sight.
Jawa taking over that spot where Geo was.
Interesting that Bunny did
He
not
got that
see him.
kill.
Bunny's probably going to be shot from behind from Dingus, but the kill comes out.
Whoa!
Refade kills Jawa. Facade pitching shots in. The TP, a questionable
Bunny
play.
defusing the spike,
Not
but
enough time
too
or
risky.
to get the kill, and we're going to another set of overtime. The same thing over and over again as Carthage is back on attack.
so what? We're going to 15?
Yep, first to
Yes.
15 now. Wow, a different play as Facade is going to grab an Odin. I think that's the first time we've seen Odin all day.
Look at how low everyone's credits are, too.
Yeah, so for this round, I believe you get 5,000 credits. Yeah, 5,000 credits, which means the things you can buy is everybody can buy a full, pretty much a full kit of util, or you can possibly buy an operator, but then you don't get the same advantages because you have less credits to spend for the rest of your stuff. Carthage running it down A main, going into some util. The bird is used to clear out sight. Jawa as well, but they're going to be stopped by the Killjoy util from Facade. Will they push through once again? The alarm bot is going to trigger. Facade's going to throw that molly and
Geo throwing.
pause them for just another second. Hendrix, though, staying very disciplined, trying to take some control of mid because they know that a rotate is probably coming after an unsuccessful hit of A main.
All 4 of our Carthage Firebirds are just playing together.
Yeah, they're trying to clear every angle. A pick for either side is going to be huge. Expect a mass rotate once there's contact on B sites.
It's gonna go crazy.
Concealment.
I think there was a little bit of fake happening as Jawa probably used the smoke on A site to pause them for just a second. We see the smoke come out from Omen on Hendrix's side. So,
Misses.
it looks like hopefully they'll collapse just a little bit more, just baiting them just a slight bit on this fake. They clear the angle.
30 seconds left.
Refade on site.
all,
They're
like,
clomping up there so they know it's there.
separate.
Geo jumps over. Gonna, if they can
Oh,
get a
there's the
kill
molly.
on
Right.
Refade.
Ooh. Nope, a refade getting Jawa.
Looks like he's looking to TP out. Geo
Oh,
can't get the kill. Carthage
Refade
still
going back
one man
in.
up.
Hecht and Rai getting some kills in. Leaving
Geo
only 3
tries
people.
to challenge short. Not able to get the kill. Dingus, an equalizer on Bunny. Another.
And on Hecht. But Rai getting the
2v2.
trade in.
What a kill from Rai. That is such a
3.
huge kill.
And Geo on 4. Geo getting the last kill on Bit Pumpkin.
We've been talking all game about
Switching
Refade,
sides.
the great player that he is. That time, a massive mistake as he TPs up, and Rai is just staring there with his crosshair. Carthage takes the attack round again on overtime.
Woo!
All right, last round. We saw, I believe Hendrix won B. So that's probably what they're going to stick with again. It looks like they're aiming to go mid a little bit, though. One player fade on the A side, probably going to throw the eye and maybe a little bit of a fake, possibly.
Yeah, the last match they were all just
Smoke.
like
Yep, see, there's the smoke
separated.
on A site. They're looking to fake A, and nobody's there. Carthage not baiting it. All the KJ util is on B site, so it's still going to be a tough push, even if they can get one. And there's Rai creeping back over, but he's going to go back once more. Jawa looking to check things out on A main. They don't hear anything. He's probably just going to look.
Geo
And if he doesn't
getting
see anything,
first blood on Jades right within B main.
there's a huge, crucial kill. And a slow push continues. We
Is he
see
banging it out? It's Dingus getting Jawa.
Hendrix is trying to rotate back. It's going to be tough for them to rotate through this mid, but Heck just leaves it. If Heck stayed there, it was been such a tough rotate, but they challenged together. Fade and Omen of the Hendrix side. They're grouped up in mid.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, it's really interesting that with all these fakes, Carthage has just been able to keep a little bit of an
Oh,
advantage
they're all
on the
right
site.
there. Oh,
Oh, that's such a
that,
big
that
kill.
was so bad
As
for Hecht.
Geo and Rai have to move back to help Bunny on B site.
Yeah, but
Bunny.
now they know where they are.
It looks like
30
hit with the
seconds
fade util playing from heaven, smoked off as well.
Besides planning down their spike.
Spike planted.
Rai, it looks like he was sneaking there. Can he get the kill?
Geo
The challenge
planning
mid,
down
and
their
he's gonna get the
spike.
kill.
Geo seeing Dingus by the
Carthage eliminates
By the
3
smoke.
quickly on site. One more
leaving just
kill.
their Omen.
It's refade.
Oh.
He challenges one. He challenges
No,
another,
it's
and Bunny,
but
the final
Bunny.
kill. Geo able to get the defuse in, and Carthage is gonna be moving on to the next round.
Woo!
That was crazy.
Defenders win.
Leaving what to semifinals? Because they just
yes.
got the two. They got 2 maps.
Semifinals after that map victory on Pearl. No need for the decider icebox.
I would have loved to see Icebox though.
Just waiting.
Oh, well.
We're going to check the scores in just a second to see who they'll be playing. It's still 1-1 between MVNU and Wilkes. They will be our match.
After we're done here, you can go and check that out and see what's going on.
I believe they're streaming it in the other room, so I'll have to jump over there in just a second to see who they're going to play. But that's going to be their next matchup tomorrow. We're gonna
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, don't go anywhere because we're going to have an interview in just a second. But let's take a look at the score. Jades, the top of the leaderboard, 26 and 27, actually going
Wait,
negative. What?
Yeah, why isn't Jades and Jawa shouldn't be on
Because it's based off a
leaderboard, isn't
combat
it?
score.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
I see what
well,
that is.
As we keep going down the list, Jawa 27 and 18, Geo 26 and 20, Heck 23 and 22. The top 3 scores from Carthage.
Not too bad.
Yeah, definitely we see that Geo and Heck duo that just kind of melted players as they walked through. Bunny and Rai with some great kills of their own, 18 and 16 respectively.
There are so many duos with Geo, right? Like Geo and Hecht,
Yeah.
Geo and Rai.
As the duelist, he definitely plays well with his teammates, especially when they're using their util for him. As we just take, let's take a look at chat because we've been neglecting you through this last round. Freedom Esports telling I believe Rye to get him
Yeah.
another Red Bull.
Yeah, I just went to the Dollar Tree the other day and I found 12 fluid ounces of Red Bulls and I was like, I gotta get it for him.
Yeah, he
needs
probably
it for
needed it today. He probably has it on the desk, so Tanner's going to be a little mad at him. But also,
Oh,
Freedom
well.
Esport calling out the 4K from Hecht. Crucial, round-changing thing. But thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Don't go, because we'll be right back with an interview with Gio.
See ya.
All right, welcome back in, everyone. I'm joined here with Gio, the star duelist of this team, Mr. 500 himself. What's it like playing for this team?
I love it, man. It's so much fun. Excited to get back into the game. We had like a week break, so it's been fun to play again.
Yeah, definitely. You guys had a great showing on Ascent, 8 straight map victories. What was really crucial to you guys making that happen?
Yeah, Ascents, we were trying to get more comfortable on. It's a lot of fun playing the map. I do really enjoy playing the map, but we do got to coordinate our attacks a little bit more, and a few things on our defense we got to tweak. But I'm still excited to play the map, and I'm ready to do, hopefully next week, play the same thing.
Yeah, it was definitely a great showing for you guys. If anybody looks at the scoreboard, they might not see that you guys had such a dominating attack half. So if you can shore up that defensive side, it might be a little bit of a blind side if somebody's like, oh, they were kind of close on Ascent. Let's pick Ascent.
Yeah.
But then if you guys roll out with an 8-0 start again, it's gonna be a great time for you guys. Playing Duelist with we saw you playing with Hecht a lot with his Sky Util. What's it like playing with as the Duelist, because you're playing aggressive? You have util to play for yourself, but as Jet, it's a lot of util to like jump around and move around.
Yeah.
So you don't have flashes or anything to really get yourself on site. What's it like having that kind of teamwork aspect with Hecht and the other players?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to coordinate. That's something that we're trying to get better at and practice all the time. I told him, just think of your util. Just think of util. If you see me, just throw a flash out there. I'll peek off it right away. So that's kind of what we've been aiming for. So it's been working out, which is nice.
Yeah, I saw you guys went double initiator on Ascent. Is that's probably your standard comp? With
Yeah,
KO
yeah,
and-
so far.
Yeah, it definitely was great. I think you probably could use especially the KO util a little bit better, especially the flashes and the grenades that peak with you a lot. We see Hecht and you grouped up all the time, working together. What's it been like as this past 2 games? Obviously, second game was much closer. You went back and forth the entire time. First game, you started out so hot, ended the half 9-3, and then immediately lost like the first 3 or 4 rounds. What's it like to try and like grab yourself out of like that mental state after losing so many successive rounds?
It's kind of hard, that's why you take a timeout. That's why you talk to your coach. But it's all about team play, and once you have a leader, it's a lot easier to coordinate attacks and know where your util is going to go throughout the round, who's holding what angle, and once you coordinate that type of stuff, then you can definitely pull it off, which is nice.
What you talked about a leader for you guys. Who is that for this squad?
Right now, it just depends on the round. It's whatever we're doing. Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's Hecht, Ryan, Jawa, Bunny. It flips through everyone. So we all got different call outs at different times. So.
Yeah, so that's definitely a great thing to have, because when you're going to be in different situations, you might not have everybody alive. You might not have the util that you want. So everybody having that decision-making to openly communicate and make the right play, it's definitely been working out for you guys.
Yeah.
Going into Pearl, another overtime thriller.
Yeah.
What's it like to go into 12-12 there?
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking. It's a lot of fun because obviously you want to win, but we did not want to play a third map today. Everyone's tired. Everyone's exhausted. I had to be up at 8 a.m. for an exam, so it's not fun. But yeah, a lot of fun. I'm excited for next week. I really like playing on Pearl, so
Playing
hopefully we can
tomorrow,
do that. Oh yeah, tomorrow as well. Yeah, we are tomorrow.
Gio's
so
gonna be here. Don't worry, guys.
I
We'll
will
get
be
him
here tomorrow. Yeah.
We were looking at the scores from the bracket. Robert Morris ended up knocking off top seed Grimm. Robert Morris was the team that you guys played in the championship for the Midwest playoffs.
Yep.
What can you say about seeing that team come on top of like the 1 seed that's Grimm?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but that's okay. I'm excited to play them again if we can. That's not tomorrow. But
Yeah, they are on the other
Yeah.
side of the bracket, so they would have to get a win over Kettering Gold to play you guys next week Monday.
Yep.
If you guys are able to come up on top of. Right now, it's looking like it's gonna be I forget the name. Wilkes. Yeah, Wilkes had a rough start. Then they went back to to winning on the second map, and then they're dominating on the third map again. So
there you go.
it looks like you guys will be playing Wilkes tomorrow. Obviously, haven't played him in the past, so it'll be a
Yeah.
little bit different. Back to 3 maps still. But let's take a look at chat as they have a question for you. It looks like. Do you have any Valorant tattoos?
Any Valorant tattoos? None yet. Not planning on any Valorant tattoos.
What is this one right
This
here
is just
for you?
film tape. This is just something I thought would be super cool, like something I got or thought of when I was a kid, and so I did that.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different. I haven't seen that one
Yeah,
before.
thanks.
A little bit of a glimpse into Gio as a person, more than
Yeah.
just the jet agent that flies around. One more question about Jet, just because I'm a little curious. You played Jet both maps. Is that the standard comp for you guys on those maps?
Yeah, I just play duelist, so like
Mhm.
I like to play Waylay a lot too. So I've been thinking about switching to Waylay a few times, or even Phoenix is nice because you have your own flashes and you don't have to coordinate as much with your team while you're pushing out. So
Yeah, so for Waylay, would there have been a world where you chose them on any of those 2 maps?
yeah, definitely on Ascent. But I'm more comfortable on Jet. So.
Yeah, we'll look to see if you make the jump in the next couple weeks.
Mhm.
Because I believe, especially in that if we go to 5 in nationals, that makes sense for you to kind of switch it up a little more.
Yep.
But as we're talking about Phoenix, I believe Jades was the player.
Yeah.
I feel like they just ran through you guys at certain points.
Yeah, there was a few times we didn't have people playing anti-flash or just didn't expect them to walk out of the smoke with the flash. But that's something we got to know, and we're ready for it now.
So you spoke about anti-flash. What exactly is that for the people?
Yeah, anti-flash, if we know they have someone that can flash right away like that, we need someone to be looking the opposite direction, and then once they hear like the little flash go off, they turn around right away and they get that pick.
Okay, so it's a little bit different of a gameplay situation. I'll have to look out for that if you guys end up playing up against a Phoenix, but I believe they're kind of uncommon. Not a lot of people are Phoenix one tricks, and not all of them have those crazy lineups that Jades had for sure. But looking back at your stats, definitely had a dominating performance on Duelist. We're going to be looking forward to your next matchup tomorrow. But what do you have to say to the people that might be back tomorrow?
Yeah, please come back. I'm very excited. Come cheer us on. Thanks for watching today. Hi to my mom. I know she's watching for sure. My dad. So thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, everyone, thank you. And make sure to follow us on Twitter. Yeah, so Wilkes is up 10-2, so it'll probably be them tomorrow. But follow us on Twitter and Instagram, especially Instagram, because there will be the information on when our next upcoming games are. We've got Valorant tomorrow, Rocket League on Thursday, Overwatch on Friday. So lots of national action for you guys this week. We're hoping to see these Valorant boys keep their undefeated season going. Thanks to you guys for having such a great season for us to watch. We were having a good time here, and thank you, everyone, for watching. We will be back next week, Monday. I mean, tomorrow. Sorry, Tuesday. Don't let me.